Hi, Yummy. And hi, Toasty. Boony. I should go get some water really quick. I'm gonna go do that. I very nearly fucking clicked in stream again, trying to turn off studio mode. Also, hi Uni and Icy. And let me actually fucking get my model going, more than just taking my mic input to move my mouth. While we listen to Colors Flying High. Hey, also, Uni just got affiliate. You should go subscribe to her. Or at least follow. Did I hit done and update my stream info before I went live? I'm gonna do it again just to make sure. Also, this week in-game, I got no goddamn clue what I'm gonna be doing. Besides probably cleaning LeBlanc a ton. Because you do not get any free time except during the evenings this entire week. Which means I can't go to Mementos and do
Yes, I have another suggestion.
for the arrest of the targets in Mementos that are required for confidants, which is all of my current confidants. So I can't rank anyone up this week.
Still,
Today.
I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
So I've got no fucking clue. Also, VTube Studio is still making me look to the left a tiny bit when I'm staring straight at the fucking camera. My irises, I mean.
What's going on?
I don't care what you guys have to say. It's just filler. Speaking of the annoying media, we've been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity of it all. Who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no clue what method they're using. Killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know there's a magic in math too? A magic square! It's a square in which adding up the numbers in any row, column, or diagonal gives you the same total. Magi, if you're here, this might sound familiar.
Do you know this one?
Tell me the total count for each column in this magic square. It's 15.
This is it.
Correct.
It's 15 like, the F on that one puzzle you had to do. One of the last times we played 999. That's correct. It's easy once you know which numbers fit in the empty squares. Pretty sure Muggy and I did this by putting the... No, we did put the 5 in the middle, yeah. Right. It's easy, and a 3x3 square only... A 3x3 square only has one pattern. 4x4 has 880 possibilities, and a 5x5 square there are more than 200 million. Can you believe that? That's how squares work. That is how squaring something works. Generally, it goes up exponentially.
Nice going.
Like an exponent does. I'm being so fucking smug recently, I'm sorry. Emmy, you were a math major. VTube Studio also really wants me to blink right now, which would be really nice if it kept that, well, kept a slightly lower blinking sensitivity throughout my whole stream, instead of just randomly fucking breaking and not letting me blink anymore halfway through. If you had to choose, would you try to solve the find the Phantom Thieves or solve 200 million magic squares? I'd choose the magic squares hands down. They might both be magic, but magic squares can be calculated, and math doesn't kill people. Nor do we. Okay, there I was, just blinking a ton. I got something in my eye. So what do we gotta do as the school festival's executive committee? I need some help with the questionnaires. What questionnaires? Ones regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. Alright, that thing they do every year. You know those lame guests come to do a panel, right? This festival's dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room. After school. Math doesn't kill people, tell that to aerospace engineers. Working a lot in military applications. Don't be like that, it's so we can meet up without standing out. Let's do what we can at the moment. Making sure to work hard at home. Thank you, Futaba. I love you. I appreciate you. But you do that all the time. You can look stuff up. So, did you find anything hard about the... Obligated to make comment on that right now? No good, huh? I'm sorry. It'll rouse suspicion if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries, I'll manage on my end somehow. We're counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I will leave this to you guys. My apologies, yeah. Also mechanical engineers making firearms.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Take this
We're
seriously.
gathering information too, you know, like online and stuff.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
Only murder.
Stupid! Damn it!
All you need is kill. Still
Here are
the
results.
dumbest fucking
First
manga
place is
title
Goro
I've
Akechi.
read.
What?
I haven't read the manga, I mean the title is dumb.
What are you
Even
so
though it made
surprised
one
for? I've
of
been mentioning
my
it this whole
favorite
time.
movies.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
Edge of Tomorrow is a really
Everyone's
good
counting
movie,
the results.
and it's
Don't
based
just
on a
make 'em
manga
up.
named All
Don't
You
have
Need
to
Is
get 'em.
Kill.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us
Also,
to
they
avoid
changed the
inviting
title
such a
of that
clear
movie
danger
to
upon
Live,
ourselves.
Die, Repeat
I'd like a
for the
little more
home
time to
release.
think about who to ask. That reminds me.
For no
How
fucking
was
reason.
Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Not a word. Futaba hasn't
It's
said
not that I
shit.
don't trust her, but even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey. In response to the police
Why
identifying
is
the Phantom
VTube
Thieves as
Studio
primary
being so
suspects,
sensitive
Goro
about
Akechi had this to
blinking
say.
right now?
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here.
Thank you,
It feels as though
Akechi,
there is more to this.
for
After this
being
conference,
reasonable.
Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
Super stuck on my Akumura investigation. Seriously, even you're having trouble? Oh, yes, oh my god, why am I blinking so much? I actually really like Akechi's voice. Robbie Damon is a really good voice actor. Come on, YouTube Studio. Also, hi. I think Emmy calls you Peck? I think? I might be getting names mixed up. I'm not very good at names. Yeah, that's fair. I haven't heard Akechi's Japanese voice. I've only played this game in English. I was going to finally for my next playthrough, but that was before I decided to stream it. So... I would rather not make everyone read subtitles to get the story in this very story-heavy game, if it gives me the option. What should we do? Meet up and discuss our options tomorrow? Earlier the better, right? Though I still haven't come up with anything myself. It said 2 heads are better than 1, so I can only imagine what 8 heads might produce. I was tempted to make a joke about bird swears, Emmy. Okay, Yusuke, that is a good point, but also... the main party in these games always has, like, a collective 1.5 brain cells between them. That's a good way of thinking. Totally an Inari idea. Okay, let's do everything we can right now. Even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular about our methodology. Actually, this game is better about that than Persona 4 is, because it does have Futaba and Makoto both being smart characters. Joker can be if you want to treat him, if you want to choose the dialogue options that make him seem smart-ish. And then the rest of the party exists.
Whoa, no need to deny it so seriously. It was just a joke. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police...
I just remembered, speaking of breakups, Joker hasn't talked to his girlfriend once since they smashed. In this playthrough.
As long as you're not getting involved.
It's been like 2 months.
Well, fine.
Maybe more. And now it is evening. And all of my... except for Hifumi. Right. And Oya, who I do not give a shit about. I should have gone to the Velvet Room first. Still don't like that there's no Velvet Room in the church. I also never noticed that the church map still gives you fast travel options even though there's one, and it's church. There is one step in the crab cycle.
Time for some rehabilitation. Finished for your turn, Caroline. Which incense are you gonna light?
Fuck.
Gonna light some incense.
Oh,
Hey, don't done already. What?
I'm gonna go buy some other incenses. Because I don't care about strength. Additionally, why Donut shop.
Come on in.
I love the Rasta sandalwood being 14,000 yen for something that effectively does the same thing as a 4,000 yen incense for me. Because my magic and agility are already maxed out on my succubus. Energy and evasion. Or energy and agility would be better than strength. Have I sold all of my dirty clothes? I do not remember.
Hey.
Yes. Yes, I have. Wait. Oh, there's no... The second-hand shop only takes your clothes if they're dirty. If you clean the dirty armor, they don't buy it. You have to sell it to EY at that point.
Time for some rehabilitation. You change your mind, I'll take care of them. Which
Actually, I
incense are you
am
gonna light?
going
One of them
to...
looks even stronger now. You wanna let it out?
Oh no! I just fucking said that I don't have... that I have agility maxed out. Fuck.
Done
Damn it.
already? What?
Fuck. I guess I'll do strength agility, or strength energy.
Christine, you handle. You want to register it? You'd like to register
No.
this?
Are you sure? Read here.
Okay, where is Moon? First of all. I forgot Succubus is higher level than Tsukiyomi is, even.
This persona?
Now.
This persona? You can hold no more personas.
Oh, right.
The inmate power requires sacrifice.
Well. One-shot kill with gun boost is actually pretty nice to have. And Tetrakarn. Arahabaki. I do not need this Arahabaki.
Is that enough?
This is what the person. This may be
Time to chop its head off. Actually, no. That one is the gallows. The normal fusion is chopping its head off. Time to hang it.
Finished for now?
This game is very violent. Where's Star? There is Star.
You'll withdraw this persona.
I forgot I got my Kodama up to level fucking 23, trying to get one fucking skill for it. One... I meant to say, for context on... I forgot to put Succubus back in the... I forgot to put Succubus back in jail.
Hey, inmate!
Spending more money going back and forth.
Time for some rehabilitation. You change your mind? I'll take
Train.
care of it. So, who's
Shove
it gonna be?
Succubus in there.
Like some incense? Which incense are you gonna like?
Did I didn't buy the strength energy one. What is wrong with me?
Get over here.
Are you finished?
Oh my god. I'm so fucking good at this, I swear.
Good evening. I look forward to it.
Which mechanic? The jail or... Oh, yeah. I don't remember if it was in the base game. At least when I played the base game for my first playthrough, I didn't find out about the jail at all. So I didn't use it. But that mechanic is why I have a Succubus at level 63 with 99 magic and agility when I'm barely over halfway through the game. And Agidine. Although Agidine came from the gallows. And the level mostly came from the gallows. But...
For real?
There's a for real.
Aren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network.
Also, like,
No longer rely on
the
my sister
the
for
whole
information.
fucking student body voted for him, so what are you gonna
You're
do?
going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Yeah, I just finished the 5th palace, but I've put... Succubus is in the 1st palace at like level 13, and I've just had her in there since then,
Still,
except for
there will be
boss fights.
So many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble.
And
the odds are
palaces.
less than favorable.
I've been doing
But we can
palaces
no
in a day.
longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts?
Except for the ones where you're
Should we
forced to
invite
go out.
Akechi-kun?
Should we invite Akechi? We don't really have any other choice, Makoto.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
I feel like it would be more suspicious
Oh,
for the
good.
student
Whatever
council
he
to
says
just
has gotta
not
be more
invite him
reliable than what I've been
after
able to come up
the
with.
whole fucking
It
school
would be
voted to have
reassuring to
him.
gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info. For real?
There's another
Could you
for
send
real.
them my way, please?
Don't give other people.
I'll contact him right away.
Don't give other people's contact
Say,
info out without
I'm
asking
not big
them
on this
first.
Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
Please don't do that.
I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Not how the fuck did you get my
He wasn't
number?
gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. We're counting on you, Makoto.
Yeah. I put a for real. I kept track of a for real counter through all of my first playthroughs of the games except for Persona 5 because I didn't know what I was getting into. But when I first played through P3 and P4, I kept track of how many there were. Because there were so fucking many in this game. I forgot I ordered from Tanaka, and I'm about to do it again. There's a lot in the other games too, but not quite as many because it's not a fucking speech pattern quirk for one character in the other games. For real is just kind of a surprisingly common phrase in a lot of Japanese games, but it's also just treated as a character quirk, speech pattern thing for Ryuji. Did you also know you can rotate the map? Because you can, with the right stick, even though the game never tells you that.
I can see it.
I kinda wish using Third Eye on Confidants would actually give you something useful. Some sort of useful information, because it does this even if they are not available.
Oh! Hi!
Oh, right.
I have something.
I guess I'm playing
Oh!
video games. Never mind.
Oh!
Mouse MD.
Oh!
Forgot about that. I don't remember what item finishing either of these actually gives you, but I've got a whole fucking week to finish both of them.
Okay.
Yes, I don't care about doing these normally, just give me the easier inputs. Did it? Okay, it just makes all of them left, right, X for that game? For the Punch-Out reference? Really?
Good morning.
Good morning, Kasumi.
Well...
Have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? I'm fine. Oh, you're fine, Magi. You missed... I did, one of the in-classroom questions was about magic squares, which is a 3x3 square, like a Sudoku square, but 3x3, where all of the columns, rows, and diagonals add up to 15, which is that F square puzzle from 999, because F is 15. It's the same thing. Oh, that reminds me, the school festival is tomorrow, isn't it? I had no idea that the preparations would take so much work. I underestimated it. But working with everyone to put everything together feels great. I hope we have a fun time tomorrow. Oh yeah, Persona 5 claims that there is only one combination of numbers for each, like, one set of numbers for that square that actually does that. So, that's cool. Though it wasn't really that hard for us to figure out, I don't think. Especially with 999's weird fucking gimmick with the digital root thing. I'm going to do some training today, so please excuse me.
Hey.
Don't care. Those scenes are always just filler. Hi, Maruki.
Oh, yes.
I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true now that we've got so many years behind us. Sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This kind of stuff only happens to you guys, or this kind of stuff happens to you guys too. There's a reason for this. This phenomenon has a name. Alright, Kurusu. I don't remember what I chose for this when I was just rushing through this week to figure out if I was going to be able to go to Mementos. From a psychological standpoint, what's a key reason our memories can differ from reality? Memory bias is what it was.
This is it. Right.
That's right, a type of cognitive bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Sometimes the name of the phenomenon in question is called false memory. It's a case where our brain may generate memories that simply aren't true. Hey. You know when I said this game is really bad at foreshadowing? I've said that a lot. One of those things does require a little bit of extra context in that Maruki was not in the original version of this game. This game is really bad at foreshadowing, though. Hey, did you get that question? I wasn't even close. Maybe I should ask if I can borrow his notes.
Nice.
Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. The way that comes up is really dumb, though. Not as dumb as the weird, relevant bullshit in fucking Zero Escape games, though. I'm the top of my class. But my charm is already maxed out, so it doesn't matter. Any word from Akechi? Nothing. Tomorrow's the start of the school festival. If Akechi declines our offer, we won't have a guest. What are you worried about? I appreciate the concern, but it'll be fine. I just need to get Akechi to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's that bastard up to, anyway? He hasn't done anything since he said he was gonna go into hiding. I'm not sure. Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm not sure. I'll try explaining the circumstances surrounding... Yeah. Hopefully you can get us a response. Let me know. Let you guys know. Take a guess what happens. It's related to the title of the stream. Hi, Akechi.
Welcome
Welcome home. Honey, I'm home.
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around.
Hi, Uni.
Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me
cute.
that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
The man's voice! I mean, you could just look at him.
Only prominent figures.
Joker,
Our government
is your
leaders have been hesitant to act.
memory that bad?
I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront
Is that really that
with
rare
every asset available to
in
me.
Japanese
The
politics?
selfish criminals enacting this social
Lying
reform
about how
are in
quickly you're
fact
gonna
the
do
ones
something
most deserving of
when you're in
reformation.
office.
Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals. Thieves on
I
the
forgot it was the
Sad
fucking
as it is,
millennial
this is the state of
guy
our nation.
that's always here
We must resolve this problem. And I assure the
that
people
says
of
this.
noble
His
country
voice
that I
does not
will
match his
do
age.
just that.
His voice absolutely sounds like what I would expect a much older character to sound like in these games. I feel like I've met that man somewhere before. Yeah, I wonder where, Joker.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
You're standing too.
Standing here is my job.
This politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like
No.
leader for Japan has
You don't
finally come
understand
forth.
politicians.
Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, hmm? Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature. It may be somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that, I won't deny that I empathize with them on some level. If this Okumura incident was
Join
not
us,
the Phantom
Sakechi.
Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
I mean, the methods matter too, Akechi. The methods do matter
I knew there was
here.
something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations.
And
Oh, that reminds me.
there is
I've been
some
invited to a
valid
panel at
argument to
Shujin
be
Academy.
had about
Wait,
the
I'm sure you know
their
that.
methods.
Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Hey, he accepted.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Kid who's going on about some real complicated stuff is probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? Damn, Sojiro, why you gotta do me like that? I had noticed I had gotten a response from Akechi. He accepted the lecture invitation. I heard. Really? No answer. No. Alrighty. See ya, Peck. Thank you for coming. I don't remember if I ever said thank you for following either when you followed after Tiff rated the other week. But thank you. Either way, the real issue is what we do next. Lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes. Wait, you're going to our school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford the distraction? How's your studying going? Decent. Incidentally, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Dr. Maruki? Probably. I see, finally I shall witness his skills for myself. That's gonna go real well. I fucking... Yusuke, please don't harass Maruki. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. I don't know if we'll even be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You wanna come too, Futaba? It'll be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. Sounds good. At a time like this is a perfect chance for us to relax. Are you sure you're okay? This seems a little too soon. I am, thank you. I've just always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. And this is her last year to do that. I don't know if colleges in Japan do school festivals, but she's graduating this year. Suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Thanks, Haru. My pleasure. Time to go talk to Hifumi. Skytree. Actually, I don't know if I've gotten access to that yet. Apparently I have. Because it did not pull up the map. This is a digital version of the weekly magazine. Father's deteriorating health, that is bedridden, and the fact that my mother primarily supports us. They even reported that my mother works at a nightclub. Which is not untrue, but was it really necessary for them to write about all this? Capitalizing on a family's private matters is just cruel. Family's troubles have nothing to do with my skills as a shogi player. My mother was furious when she read the article. She said it'll hurt her career and that she'll never forgive whoever wrote it. Father didn't say anything, he just sat there listening, but he looked troubled. My mother told me that we'd be able to easily quell these rumors if I were to become more famous. So now she's even more insistent on having me do TV and magazine interviews. Media is scary. I feel the same way. All this gossip and talk of me being an idol has nothing to do with me being a shogi player. I always believed that if I worked hard, I'd be able to support us. But I never expected such a destructive article would be written about me and my family. Honestly, nothing good will come from being treated like an idol. People say I'm all looks and no skill. I'm annoyed that I'm in the press all the time. Terrible things have been said about me, suggesting I would do anything to become popular. This sounds, surprisingly, similar to the chess controversy drama recently. I'm not getting into that, though. Nobody, at least from what I've heard, has said anything, like, exactly like this, but chess players, two specifically, have been in the news much more recently. Because their beef with each other is so fucking stupid. I'm even starting to be shunned in the shogi world, that's why my senior acted that way toward me. Real reason I practice in the church is that no one wants to play with me. My father used to practice with me from his sickbed, but his illness has made that impossible. Maybe I should stop playing shogi and just get a job. Oh man. Is that what you want to do? Huh? No, to be honest, I don't want to quit. I love shogi. Yeah, you're right. You understand my true feelings, but I got no bond points for that. Probably I wouldn't get any regardless. At the end of the day, I love shogi. I'll never be able to give up. Just confused because of that article and how my senior treated me. However, I think I can see my next move thanks to— That's a pun. How did I never notice that's a pun? You're helping me realize a lot about myself outside of shogi.
Alright.
Oni. Let's return to the church and play a match. That article has left me somewhat irritated. Oh, I forgot Hifumi is chuny as hell when she's actually playing. I'm gonna use my secret move, the Eternal Abyss Yagura Gate, and turn the board into hell. Oh yeah, increase my knowledge. That's already maxed out.
Until next time.
Well, thank you so much for accompanying me. Trying to solve this on my own, I felt caught in a vicious cycle, but you helped me find a new path. You might make a fine priest yourself, considering how good a listener you are, I mean. No. There are some things later on in the game that kind of make me think no. But we aren't gonna get there for a while. Confess your sins, my child. Well, that was unexpected. You got me, I suppose. You really are a strange individual. I've been forgetting to do my fucking... tarot readings. My affinity reading stuff. I was supposed to be your teacher, but somehow the tables have turned. I'm the one learning from you. I'd love to keep learning from you. Okay. That's just worded a little weird. If you'll excuse me, I'll see you at the church. I was gonna ask why they decided to include a church in this game instead of, like,
Festival seems to be a success.
a Shinto or Buddhist shrine. But I think I know why. And again, we're not gonna get there for a while.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. The Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Acting like normal students is going to be important. What do you normally do at a school festival?
Blackmail
Look around at the
Akechi.
exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Enjoy
I think I
yourself.
can do it if I've got everyone with me.
Treat yourself.
You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much. It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct?
This is a pretty wide circle for talking about this. You'd have to be talking kinda loud.
Quite a lot of fun, Haru.
Like,
You did
loud
mention
enough
you
that
were
someone
looking
might
forward to
overhear
this.
you.
I want to go around with everyone.
But that's a constant in this game, and it never becomes relevant.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Let's do it.
Oh right. This is your
I also
first
keep
time at our
forgetting
school
how
festival.
fucking tiny Futaba
You're
is.
pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me.
Futaba tiny.
This is the place.
Made
Small
takoyaki?
nerd.
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your classes stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here. We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Let Ryuji say fuck.
Normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order?
Siami and Hi Cherry.
There are a lot of odd
He does say
flavors.
fuck.
Stick to a normal one.
At least
I bet
twice in this game.
I'm so sorry.
Just not in
We
voiced
sold our last
scenes.
normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I just typed out shout out Ryuji.
How about the squid?
We're currently
Because
out
Ryuji was talking, so I was
It'll probably
thinking about
take
his
another
name.
5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible. Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
And there's not even anybody here.
Then
Fuck
what do you
with
recommend
emphasis.
With what you have now?
I mean, I'll
That
fuck
would
with
be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have
That
that,
was
please.
terrible.
This will take a little time.
I couldn't even fucking get
Let's
through
forget about
it.
the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim
Uni?
makes me wanna take my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for
Unforgivable.
reasons like he knew too much.
I mean, I thought you were going
Worrying about
somewhere.
Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh,
And
true.
if you
He
are,
didn't seem like he minded
stay
being
safe.
Hampered by the media at all.
Oh, thank you, Magi.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Hell no.
I'm of the same mind.
Oh, I never did the
It
head
doesn't
pats
change the
that
fact that
Icy
we don't know
redeemed
what
earlier.
Ichibun is planning.
Thank you for the wait.
Completely forgot about
It's
it.
fresh made.
By accident.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy
Thank you,
takoyaki at a school
Futaba.
festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
It's a joke about
Could there be
Russian
jam in it
roulette.
as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these
Bun
is
and
special.
go.
Aye,
I
one of
see.
them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like
Also,
the
Uni, I'm really
obvious
tempted to
one
keep
is
teasing you
manly.
about your response to that
Is that so?
joke.
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat?
It's microwave
So the special
takoyaki, Yusuke.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
No. No, I don't. I don't deal with
Oh,
spice
sure?
well.
Alright, then I'll just help myself to it. Not!
Oh, everyone's all here.
Ayakechi.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you came in your normal outfit.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people.
I really like Robbie Damon's voice. But I
I'm going
hate
to have one of
Akechi.
these.
The special.
Magi!
Let's just call
No.
this my performance fee.
It's fine.
Also, Akechi ate the
It's
bread.
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
Magi.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
I know you know what happened, and you're feigning ignorance. I love you,
I'm
and
fine.
thank you.
I just love spicy stuff.
I feel like my first reaction when stuff like that happens, like,
To you?
usually I say people's names,
Well then, I'll see you.
but I feel like it comes off much more aggressive than I mean it to. That's fair,
Wow, he's really
I
trying
guess,
to hold
but
it
you didn't
together.
have to
He's
pay me
waddling around like some
$5
comedian.
to get rid of it. They
It's like
could have
he wants
just
to get
changed
picked
it
up for some commercial or something.
for free.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too.
I mean, I
need to
can
tell Wes
refund it.
tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this
From
off
my
no matter
end.
what.
later.
That Akechi guy. When he got here, didn't he say
I love
that
you too.
everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining
Yes, he
things.
did say you're all here.
So,
Or
I guess
everyone's
we got
here
through
or
all of it
something
okay?
like that.
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
We
I didn't mind
just
any of that.
had
I just love seeing that
midterms.
detective gulp down the special takoyaki. I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
I know,
What would you
but
like to
still.
do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be? Oh?
Oh? Yusuke's missing! Where'd he wander off to? I just randomly thought about Mario is missing, except Yusuke. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls.
Let's head
Well, I'm sure I'll be fine, it's Yusuke. Let's head home. Do you really think he can afford to take the train back home? Morgana. Excuse me, you are Dr. Takuto Maruki, correct? Oh,
yes.
yes?
I...
My name's Yusuke Kitagawa, I'm a student in the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now I wish to speak with you as well. Oh, Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki. Takamaki. Why did I say it like that the first time? Flattered that you've taken an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, right?
Indeed.
Correct. Now teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into the endless abyss.
Hold on.
Oh, hold on. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed. Confidentiality.
How about it?
Oh, but how about this? Why not you try out my counseling yourself? Me? Of course, there's no charge. Good. He wouldn't be able to afford it anyway. All you'd have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
You and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. See, so you were Madarame-san's. It's in the past. How curious, I never imagined counseling would be like this. Well, I'd say this is less counseling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session, though. I just do my best to guide patients to a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves. I see. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? I'm saying that with emphasis for a reason. In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagawa-kun, what would you say your greatest wish in life is at the moment? Would it to be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is to improve through my own efforts. See, then what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I also wish to meet a wonderful master, one who would take me in and guide my brush with care. I see.
Alright, thank you.
At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. Hope we meet again someday.
Well then.
Tomorrow's the moment of truth, Akechi's panel. Also, as much as I make fun of this game for not being very good at foreshadowing, a lot of Maruki's stuff I just did not read into when I played Royal for the first time, because I didn't want to think when I played this game. But now I'm playing while streaming and also playing on the highest difficulty, so I'm kind of forced to think, both just in normal visual novel stuff and especially during fights. Sometimes during fights. Because Merciless also makes it incredibly easy for the main enemies. Merciless is such a fucking... I don't really know a better way to put it than bipolar difficulty. Apologies for suddenly disappearing. The legend of the lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? Saw a man who resembled Maruki, so I went to see him. So he was there? Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble. Do my best. You all at home? Yeah. You still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm, getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi's panel, after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true, I'll need to stay focused. I have to stay calm. So, the game is gonna tell me to go the fuck to sleep. Oh, I can actually play a game, do something within the...
Okay.
Cafe, at least. Use the technique. Wow, is it? Wow. That was some fucking...
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experience.
I don't think that was supposed to be a joke. I think he was being serious. And you just laughed at him. Good. Laugh at Akechi. Fuck Akechi.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
No leads.
Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Yeah, that's a really weird way to phrase that, Makoto. I don't think...
It seems you've denied a
I don't know.
correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it.
And her sister is a
Won't you tell us?
prosecutor.
What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer. She's pelting him with questions.
Wait, what? I feel like Futaba would be up on the balcony with
Why then was he the only one who needed
with
to be killed?
Joker and
Why
away from all of these people.
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now. Does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet.
Emphasis on the police and that.
Conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Well, he just said it already.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going
How did Futaba respond there?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem.
Except for all of the people who go to school
There's
here.
a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well.
I mean, he is actually pretty good as a detective.
Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people
You
all
sure
know
about
quite
that,
well.
Yusuke?
The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes?
How convenient.
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume
How
the panel in 10 minutes.
convenient.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
I forgot that. I forgot.
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
That Atlas writers
I
don't
would like you to
actually
come
know
too.
how people talk.
There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from
And
yesterday,
or
right?
Atlas
Can you bring them
localizers.
too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm just a little goblin. I do not know why I guard this cave.
I have video footage too.
I love
Please,
that
let's not
video.
feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too. Yes.
What are you talking
As I
about?
just said, I know everything. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge.
Dude, it's the nav.
When the app activated
Fucking
on its own, the scenery
loudmouthing
around me
Ryuji and
suddenly
Akechi
changed.
didn't
Quite
hear
frankly, I
or
still can't
acknowledge
believe
it.
myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional.
All of you are acting as phantom thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it.
So you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the
Metaverse.
Madarame case. But to think that we'd
Shush.
end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Well, one of them is the fucking victim's daughter, Makoto.
Real?
There's a for
Who
real.
was it?
140.
Couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on.
Yeah, you already knew
Actually, when I
his
took these photos,
someone else
I
called
entered
him
that world
Black
too.
Mask.
That's when I saw someone else moving about. Besides all of you, he shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse. We
Why are
kill
you telling him?
to steal the core of their
Why are
desires.
you telling him
Treasure.
your
And those
methods?
whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking
Except you
about.
just fucking
Are we
told
in
him.
this mess 'cause of that guy?
Although
Yeah,
I don't
also the
completely
blackmail in
understand
the
the
title
method,
is not
all
talking
you
about
do
us
is
blackmailing
simply reform
Akechi.
people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save
It's
you from this
Akechi
situation.
blackmailing the Phantom
A
Thieves.
deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail.
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate
Persona
criminals who kill
users
people
but
at
with
their leisure.
legs.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture
Joker
the
has
culprits
no
behind
legs.
The psychotic breakdown incidents
He simply
and end the
floats.
commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just 'cause they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone though! And we're still going to be arrested?
Yes.
You'll be found guilty if you're caught.
That is exactly what he's
We'll treat
saying.
it
Why
as
are
a
you...
very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Why is Yusuke the one asked? Because Yusuke hasn't said fucking anything else in this cutscene is why.
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions myself. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
I'm gonna refrain from comment there.
Hey, they're going.
I'm sorry about
What a
this,
weird cut.
an urgent task came in.
Transition.
So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned
Of Morgana and Joker talking and us not knowing what they say, that's totally not going to be important later.
Detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon.
Oops, Gasly.
I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's...
Actually, we were hallucinating that whole thing because of carbon monoxide poisoning. Because of a gas leak, and the school doesn't have a carbon monoxide detector.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a
Actually,
lot
we
of thought.
hallucinated the whole thing because Joker got drugged so fucking hard by the cops at
Similar
the beginning of
occurrences
this
followed in
game.
succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves. Why did Futaba have something like this?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
If
this.
a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in
Futaba
spring
kept
get
her calling
attributed to them
card.
as well. Moreover,
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was
Oh
over.
yeah, this was added in
Nobody
Royal.
invited you to it, so
Because we haven't had any interaction with Kasumi yet
Huh?
in a while.
Senpai,
Or
are
for
you
the
going
festival.
To the post-festival party? Since we've run into each other on our own, why not go together? People say these kinds of events should be enjoyed with others, so let's go have some fun.
And there's an animated cutscene.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
Like, 2D animated, I mean. Shujin. Fucking Shujin.
But before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all.
Oh, I forgot they put SYUJIN on the poster. Even though it's usually romanized as SHU.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
It's showtime. Joker does not have a showtime attack yet. It might be. Yeah. It's showtime, but then he just doesn't start dancing. For like 10, 15 seconds. Just stands there. Also, I get the feeling that that animation was reused from Persona 5 dancing.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
I forgot it has this weird music too for this cutscene. Morgana, you can't be doing that. There's a whole fucking crowd around. Someone's gonna notice pretty fast.
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
It's so bad.
That's crazy.
This sounds like something that would be in Persona 4. Fuck. I just... Speaking of weird music in Persona games, I just remembered that the Iwa Todai dorm and one of the songs from the P3 movies that were later decanonized
So exhausting, but what a blast.
were from
I feel like
asset
I danced
packs.
my heart out back there.
And the one in the movies starts off with, "Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet." So someone switched the lyrics in the Iwa Todai dorm theme to that. I can't fucking remember the name. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I haven't either. I just finally listened to that recently because people found out, like, earlier this year that the Iwa Todai dorm lyrics, and then a few days later found out that the film lyrics were from asset packs. That it wasn't, like, commissioned work. Let me see if I can find I'm in the house like carpet. Burning Men's Souls. Persona Trinity Soul. Wonder if I play this through the watch together thing on Discord, will it come through on stream? Okay, yeah, it's coming through. God, this song is so fucking bad. I'm gonna mute the Elgato so it's easier to hear. We haven't even gotten to the lyrics yet. Wait, is it... does this one not have lyrics?
I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it. I'll put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel. Till everybody's gone and it's cool. Then I spark it up with my brother. His mama named him Moan, but I call him Moan Lover. And he's more than a cover, he's a quilt. We're putting shit together like the house that John built on a hill. Cause this shit gonna feel like velvet turtle. My style fits tighter than a girl.
Gonna feel like velvet turtle.
Like beaver. But in a day or two I'll make you a true believer.
Yes.
Cause like the alphabet you'll see that ism kicks a rhyme, not your everyday soliloquy. Like Chef Boyardee, my rhyme is truly cooking. Piece of Matty Rich, cause he's straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't eat pork or swine when I dine. I drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine or a Heineken. If you have time, I'll drop rhyme again. Quill, but like rocket. Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it. I'll put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel. Till everybody's gone and it's cool. Then I spark it up with my brother. His mama named him Moan, but I call him Moan Lover. And he's more than a cover, he's a quilt. We're putting shit together like the house that John built on a hill. Cause this shit gonna feel like velvet turtle. My style fits tighter than a girdle. If you hate it, then you can just leave it like beaver. But in a day or two I'll make you a true believer in me. Cause like the
I love the random turtle in the middle of it.
Like Chef Boyardee, my rhyme is truly cooking. Piece of Matty Rich, cause he's straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't eat pork or swine when I dine. I drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine or a Heineken. If you have time, I'll drop rhyme again.
I don't remember which one Seth is, but Cain and Abel. Wow, I wonder where that's gonna go. Fuck. Like... oh, okay. like, original Persona 3 is just a adaptation, interpretation of Revelations. Or Revelation. It's an interpretation of the the rapture in the Bible. So it's already like, and it actually does pretty well about it, like, not just coming out and saying that, except for the leader of Strega is literally just based on the stereotypical appearance of Jesus, and he's treated as a false messiah. And then at the end of the game, after you go through all of their garbage, the protagonist's ultimate persona is literally Messiah. Because persona writing is real subtle.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right?
I know, right?
Blown away.
I forgot the voicing for the side character. The other students is
dad.
like, is
He's
just,
telling me to come home before
fuck.
it gets too late.
God
Sorry
damn
to
it.
keep you like this, but I have to get going. Thank you. I'll be all right though. The post-festival party was so much fun. Especially
I
with
just
you.
remembered something involving Kasumi's dad that's gonna come up later and is incredibly funny to me. I ought to head home. Oh. A mass of dads? What? The post-festival party is about to begin, but it just ended. Haru. Haru, it just ended. Haru. Something tells me they did not think about the order of events here when they added that cutscene with Kasumi. Ryuji. Ryuji. It just ended. Let's get our mind off this shit. See you at the gym. I should head to the gym right after Joker said I ought to head home. And he turns around.
Alright, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
That sucked.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special.
They did not,
They're doing this again?
they did not think through this very well, did they? I don't even remember what happens with post-festival party in the original.
What? Where is this guy? I can't seem to find him. Oh well.
Oh, they actually just...
This guy's got something.
I thought Ryuji was talking about Joker, and then I heard the... And then I saw the dialogue was saying, "Where is this guy?" Good luck.
For real?
For real?
Damn it.
I love Ryuji.
You look like someone filled to the brim with pent-up anger towards society.
Wow, it's almost like he is. Also, what the fuck does that even mean? Why do you... Who says that? Who fucking says that? Ryuji's about to get clowned on.
Man, he's going in for the kill. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Sakamoto-kun? Well,
He might accidentally spill the beans. Not the beans.
you know... okay. Oh! Someone's decided to speak on our behalf. Dick. You over there. Would you like to join in? Oh, hell yeah, he does. Well then, come on up. Now, what would you like to share with us today?
Hell yeah, he does. Nothing. They start asking Ryuji questions, but Joker gets up there and he just says, "I don't have anything to share," and he lets him go. Get fucked, Ryuji.
Sakamoto-kun. Turns out you're just a big chicken, huh?
I'm gonna kill you if you don't shut it.
I miss that shy Ryuji.
No! I can't stop laughing.
Dude. By the way, I would have been totally effed if you hadn't said something.
Let Ryuji say fucked.
You mean you were nervous? But you're the brilliant Sakamoto-kun!
Okay, Mishima, shut the fuck up.
Damn it, I'm going home! Oh yeah.
My guy does not know when to stop. His animations just stopped. He just stopped moving. Mishima. I mean, at least he listened to what I said. But... Ryuji, dog.
We're knee-deep in shit dealing with Akechi, and he gets to just laugh his ass off. Huh. I'm kinda jealous. Later.
Oh, wait!
I never noticed that Mishima just stops his animation in the middle of... Oh. My new favorite part of the game. That whole sequence. The terrible fucking music.
You took off somewhere during the festival, huh?
I tried to find you.
The
I gave up
the
pretty quickly.
time warp fucking. Hey, the festival just ended. Hey, the festival just started. Mishima's one fucking animations.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon.
And
anyway, I
also
was just
for
thinking about going
plot
inside, so
convenience,
your timing
because
is
she wasn't.
perfect. Let's go.
The game wasn't gonna have her walk in there and talk to Sojiro on her own
Media has been causing quite a
about
commotion
the
lately. No countermeasure for
calling
the
card,
Phantom Thieves,
even though
the
she
sorry state of the police, destruction of
realistically
safety.
probably would have
They're saying
walked in there
whatever
by
they
now
want.
and been confronted about it.
So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again.
Why would that
Failure
matter?
Isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some
Like,
bold measures if you
I
need
get
to.
why
We need good
in the
results,
story that
no
might
matter
matter,
what.
but why,
Oh, one more thing.
like,
If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
realistically, why would that matter?
You, sir?
Other than
Said that
trying to
failure
cover
isn't
something
an
up.
option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
Yeah, definitely, entirely as planned. With no progress so far.
Rom! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize. It's
I mean, that is a fair point.
So,
This is a pretty big breach of privacy, Sojiro.
is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Shoutouts to Igor repeatedly calling this a game.
It was memorable.
Explain.
Explained.
Can't tell me?
You are being kind of harsh on someone that you know does not handle stuff like this very well.
Hey, if this keeps up,
Sojiro.
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know.
Yeah, and we're involved, and Futaba is pretty clearly not handling this well.
Trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still. Really? When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other
The
kids
illusion
being
of
better
choice.
support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Wow. I mean, I know he is closer to these events than the police are, but you really think the police would have picked up on that by now?
You think this is a game? You know what people call them? Criminals.
You think we
Why
don't
did you
know?
introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them?
Okay, Sojiro, I mean, 3 of those events, 3 of the 5 changes of heart so far have been connected to Joker. You just figured that out. At least 3 of them were connected to him. Why would you not think he's one of them?
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
Sojiro.
Basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
Well, 3 of the 5 major
I want to
ones.
find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died.
You did just mention that, Sojiro.
Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
Don't like Sojiro.
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. run away, hide, and end up here, some old guy running
I
a
just
cafe.
don't like the way that they
Frank,
say the
I took
names
you
in
in
this
for my own
game.
good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done.
It's really
It's
off.
basically my fault that you got burdened with
I know I'm not a native Japanese speaker,
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
but it's just,
I
it
acted all
doesn't sound
big,
right.
Lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God.
I mean, I don't speak Japanese at all, I mean, but it still just sounds really weird.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves,
I first started thinking about it because Oro pointed it out, but I think I did it already realize at least the way they say Takaneki is weird. But other than that, I didn't really think about it until Oro said something about how they say names in this game.
Just do as I say. If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason.
I don't know about that. Hi, Mina.
We're done
Open
talking
Sesame,
about this.
Mina.
Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's got me hungry.
Mina.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation.
How are you,
Still,
Mina?
we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired.
Consume hormones. Oh hey! Ryuji said fuck, but not in a voiced cutscene. He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Wait, are you okay? He didn't report you or anything. We would not be receiving these messages. I had a feeling that boss was no ordinary man. Can't recommend you turn yourself in. That's fair. Is it still related to the test you had for your job, or just been busy with other things? I guess related to certification or something, probably more than just that test, but I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious what he mentioned about you. Fair. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Hey, you know how I said this game is really bad at foreshadowing? And also, like, obviously literary devices and stuff like Chekhov's gun, they're not just gonna set this up and then not use it, but they're going way too hard about this shit, about maybe this person is the same people as the guy who killed Futaba mom. Wakaba, that's her name. You haven't had any opportunity to rest at all since you're... Fuck, I don't remember exactly what was last weekend. I feel like I talked to you about it. But my memory is terrible. She was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Didn't you say boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Okay. I feel a little less bad about not... quite remembering what it might have been. Someone very powerful. Aren't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? That would make sense. Wait a second, if you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to even think about. I actually won this.
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Remember, the thing about this isn't the game that Sojiro was just going on about. I'm not trying to ignore you, Mina, I'm just thinking. And I'm really bad at figuring out how to say what I want to say.
Sorry.
This happened because I kept the calling card. It's so late already. Sojiro's so late. It's kind of awkward. Go home or I'll worry. I'm gonna go home. Night. See ya, Futaba.
Yep. Yep.
I can feel it.
Well then.
Well then. I am also actually pretty tired. Saying that through a yawn.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party.
I wonder if Shido might be important to the story.
The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives.
At the same time that we're setting up this whole thing about the man who killed Futaba's mom is working for someone very powerful.
We offered a reward of 30 million yen.
And even the police might be working for them, and Shido at the beginning of the game talked about how the police work for him.
Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it. I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why?
I hope you can rest tonight, or soon, Mina.
I see. Well,
Mina.
How do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right? I won't sell you out.
Believe in me.
As long as you're
I'm only gonna die.
There's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1.
Another big yawn.
That will be when their curtain falls.
Where their curtain falls.
Hey, great.
This guy, the SIU director is so insanely fucking comically evil. You see the news? I'd brace myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kinda weird. Not sure we're gonna get away this time. My guys. You are all being way too negative about this.
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't.
That's
help
only
but laugh.
We're finally
300,000.
as actual criminals. I'm positive now.
Remember all of those what ifs
Well,
I mentioned before?
even less now, but in
This was truly
2016
set
I
up.
think it was about
How President Okumura
300,000.
ranked first, the fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick.
The thing with Medjed supposedly being some, like, extremely low level, not actually interested in cracking hacker. How does the game over sequence from not doing Futaba's Palace in time work, then? Because he wouldn't be able to actually do enough to get Joker in really any kind of actual trouble. Also, I just remembered that when Futaba wakes up after her palace is done, I think Sojiro says something along the lines of, she must have just been really tired. If you do that palace day one, she was asleep for like 30 days. That would be a fucking coma, Sojiro. I don't think she was just really tired. Fuck. Also, how does she eat during that 30 days? You're just shoveling food into her mouth. He just had her at home. No.
Use. Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And
How do
there
you
was thing
remember
with
that?
Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal.
He
All I
was
cared about
Haru.
my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
Haru, shut up.
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it!
Stop blaming yourselves, all of you.
Bullshit! God!
One of you was being sexually abused, and your friend tried to commit suicide.
Hey.
One of you was being sold off into marriage slavery. The other one was being kept poor, so he would be reliant on his teacher. Makoto got herself into her own situation, but still, like... It's not your fault. Any of you, really.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom.
I don't know, in the moment it seemed like you had pretty good intentions. Every time. Except for Ryuji. But I'll forgive that, I love Ryuji.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it!
I mean, okay, An also kind of got into the whole we should be more famous, but her, at least her excuse was so she can give confidence to people,
However, we
which
have
is
no
fair.
idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore,
Although that confidence probably shouldn't come from just hoping the Phantom Thieves are gonna solve everything, but...
Are we really a match for this?
Should we
like,
end this now?
that's the same way some people treat the
Things make it
police.
worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
We haven't lost yet.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
Double down, but with better intentions.
Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
You're in this shit too deep now.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry. You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since
You have been for quite a while now.
I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
We're no different, you and I. Shut up. Yes, you are. Better than that. I hate that cliche so much.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now.
You can't just shoot the bad guy. You'd be no different than... You'd be no better than they are. Bang. Got a message from Akechi. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're gonna overcome this together. With the power of friendship, because it's a JRPG. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly, we'll see you all together. I mean, in this situation, that is kind of acceptable thing to say. It is a, like, valid mindset to have. Much healthier than they were 30 minutes ago. But, it is kind of a cliche. So I'm still gonna make fun of it.
Now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
Let's play a game. I can't even leave.
Oh!
I forgot this one was just button mashing. I forgot that one was just button mashing.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone.
Justice.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures.
I wonder if Shido might be the powerful man behind it all, with him being more important in the story recently. And the things I said earlier, I know I said no spoilers, or I try to do no spoilers with my stuff. Generally, like, on stream and in my server. But, yeah, this game is really bad about it. As much as I do really like this game, and the overall story, it's so bad about it.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Let Ryuji say fuck.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you were at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification.
Also, the Phantom Thieves get away with way too much shit in this game.
A change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
They go into
the investigation agency's
palaces
Precisely.
and
Still,
mementos, especially in the middle of public areas.
Believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
And in the middle of crowds multiple times throughout the game.
You saying the police would do such a thing?
What did Hikachi say? What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence? You're saying the police would do such a thing? Yeah, teenagers in 2016 definitely were already very aware of this. Yes, they would.
They're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
At least in the US.
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up. And an innocent civilian's
For
life
how
will be destroyed.
distrusting of the police the party has been up to this point in the game, they are still way too trusting of the police.
I guess I can understand how you feel.
For the kind of shit they do.
Changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect
And
target
in
to place
general,
blame on
but
the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're
maybe the
particular about
attitude
being
towards the
just,
police
you're
is
willing to
different
get
in
your hands
Japan.
dirty?
I don't know.
It can't
That
be
is a
helped in order to
very...
ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart.
viable possibility.
She'll be a fine warning to
But
others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Anijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't
well, that's
simply
not
for
ominous at
something
all.
like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Wow, that's not ominous at all.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
I mean, a little bit, but the way he's saying it is really,
explain
like...
it. But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why
Akechi is a
thought
nice
I'd
man
ask
with
this
good
of you all.
feelings.
Won't you cooperate
And I
with me
fucking
on the
hate
mission
him.
to change Sai-san's heart? Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about
You don't
this?
have plans any other
course
fucking
not.
day, Makoto.
It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Nor does
Let's go
anybody
ahead
else.
and resume this tomorrow.
That is one of the things I did like more about Persona 3 was the party members
Wasn't Makoto
actively
acting a bit
had
weird?
times where they just wouldn't go to Tartarus with you because they were busy. Because they're actual... not actual people. They are characters in a video game, but they got their own shit going on.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Sai's Palace is also going to be the first time since the second palace that there is actually a cognitive barrier where you have to go out of the palace to
In me? Not only that,
get around it,
Akechi? Then
to
the
change
Phantom Thieves
the
targeted me
ruler's
out for his
cognition.
advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura
And the
case?
second
That
time
can't
in the
be.
game in general
I mean,
that
he
it does
never
it. I
said a
think it's
word.
I think these are the
Although-
only 2 times.
His attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important
At least in the
details,
base game,
and
those
like
are
his
the only
sister
2
may be a
times.
phantom thief. If If this is all true, I was out of
They
the
set
loop
that
the
up and it
entire
just
time I led the
didn't
investigation.
utilize it. Fuck.
What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk.
This whole thing with Sai is part of the plan!
Sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you. No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
We still gotta do Sai's palace. We're almost getting to the part where Joker gets arrested and it stops being a flashback.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
Wow, this is the only time you've worried about that
Like her repertoire
since
of underwear.
ever, actually.
A girl shouldn't say things like that.
And it's also the only other time since fucking, other than the second palace, that actually is relevant. Whoa. What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history.
Okay,
with men.
Futaba, I didn't mean it.
You're Phantom Thieves!
Don't actually do that.
Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Oh, another gas leak! Ah. Don't worry, that one won't be important either. Oh. There's a for real. Where are we meeting up? We were never told where to meet. At the courthouse. The government office district. Kasumi Gaseki. I've heard of that place, never been there though. Me neither. Not somewhere normal people usually go. Just looking at the map is impressive. Police Department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. I mean, that is how capitals usually work. The Diet Building is right near there too, for real. What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we are just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're gonna meet him there. On guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. Wow, wow, you are a goddamn nerd, Makoto. Oh, also, it's Saturday in-game, so...
You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it.
I fucking forgot to save. I can get through this week off stream pretty quick and save on Friday in case.